So we covered this on Friday, and I was sympathetic to the people in, various locations that were protesting because, I thought maybe these people who are protesting the coronavirus, the lockdown, the quarantine, or people who are so, broke and busted, the pockets are so tight that they got to get back to work. And that might be a motivator for some. And I want to consider maybe that's true. Maybe I wasn't totally off base with that. But I've also been informed, Tim, don't over assume. Like, don't assume that everybody is actually smart. What they mean by that is there's some people in these various places who are protesting who frankly just want to go outside and do shit. Yeah, it's not that they're so, broke. It's that they're, they just want to go out. They're just tired. They don't much care that they might die. I don't understand. I mean, I want to go outside too, but I figure whatever's out there will be out there in a week or two. It's not going to leave. Here goes a little bit about what's happening. You want to lose faith in humanity real quick? Just look at that clip a couple times and think about the fact that we got healthcare professionals put their lives on the line who's trying to stop these bastards from blocking people from being able to get to the hospital, and we have this dumbass, this dipshit in a pickup truck telling them to go back to China. Yeah, I'd like to go ahead and make an addendum on last week's so thought-provoking, apathetic, or sympathetic, not apathetic, this is the other one, sympathetic, empathetic portrayal of people who were protesting. Yeah, some of them are just nimrods. Some of them are just morons. Some of them are just dumbasses. Like this lady. Yeah, some of them do just want their Smoothie Johnson. The Smoothie Shack or something that they used to go to, they can't go to now. Now, some people disagree that it's time to come back out, though. Some are disagreeing. Some say it's not time yet. One of them being, I don't know, a doctor.
And finally, sir, we're seeing these protests crop up all across the country right now, including those protests in Texas and other places where they're saying fire Anthony Fauci. Fauci is wrong. They're resisting these stay-at-home orders from governors. What's your message back to those protesters?
Yeah. I mean, I think, the message is that clearly this is something that is hurting from the standpoint of economics, from the standpoint of things that have nothing to do with the virus. But unless we get the virus under control, the real recovery economically is not going to happen. So what you do if you jump the gun and go into a situation where you have a big spike, you're going to set yourself back. So as painful as it is to go by the careful guidelines of gradually phasing into a reopening, it's going to backfire. That's the problem.
Yeah, there's a lot of problems, Dr. Fauci. One is that my mother raised me to be too good a person to say what I really want to say, which is, man, I just wish the corona would just sweep down off the hill that they were protesting and just wipe their asses out like immediately. No gestation period, no freaking waiting around 7 to 8 to 12, 14 days. Nah, just get it over with. That'll be a lesson to all of you to stay your asses in the house. As if there isn't other stuff I'd like to do. I like to do stuff too, but I don't want to kill Nama to find out. Dr. Fauci is trying to tell these idiots that if you come out now, right? So like we're trying to stop the, like what they call tamp down on the curve, stop the rise, like tamp down on it. But if you come out now and there's a spike, then we got to start all over again. That means we'd have to sit in the house another month to get back to where we are now. Flatten, that's it, flatten the curve. But this is lost on the ignorant. If you could just sit home, do what you normally do. Okay, look, I understand financially it's effed up. I don't know how I'm going to make it either. I'm just like you. But I know being dead will solve a lot of problems, but then it creates another problem. I don't think there is Netflix wherever we're going, okay? And I'm pretty sure there's no smoothies, no shake, no, a lot of stuff you're used to. No weed, no meth for some of you. I mean, it could be, but I'm not certain of it. It's a chance I really don't want to take, Johnson. So all I'm saying is stop being dumbasses. Just stop. But they can't stop because it's in them. It's in them. They're so privileged. There are other people in other parts of the world who are living through the same crap that we are right now, this second. Some have it worse than we do. And are they reacting the same way? Maybe some are. Maybe I don't. You know what? Okay, fine. How about we be the best of ourselves? The best of ourselves. And you notice you had some people wearing masks and gloves and others just out there willy-nilly. And it's like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Either you believe that this is a virus that can infect you, or you don't. And if you do believe it, maybe you want to stand 15, I don't know. Maybe you want to stand in the house. Republicans are pissed off because they say they wanted to live stream all their protests and Facebook won't let them.
And finally, sir, we're seeing with these...
Damn Facebook. Republicans attack Facebook as network shuts down anti-lockdown protests. The social network has already removed protest messages in California, New Jersey, and Nebraska. Facebook CEO discusses network's block on anti-lockdown protests. All right, so what they're trying to do is... What they want to do is they want to use the website in order to organize more protests across the country. Facebook feels encumbered not to allow them to use their platform for fear it'll kill thousands. If it wasn't the risk that you could take this virus, be asymptomatic or pre-symptomatic, and spread it to other people who don't deserve it, I would clap. No, seriously, I would stand on top of this desk and clap. But the fact that I don't know, man, I don't know if it's just going to be you, man. Oh, if I knew it would just be you dumbasses, especially Karen in the pickup truck, oh. I'd protest Facebook for not letting them broadcast it so more you couldn't be taken out. Someone pointed out to me that there was some black folks in Detroit who went to a park and they got fined $1,000 a piece just for being at the park. See, blacks, this is your problem. You got to think like the Karens and the Codys. You have to say you're protesting. Then they can't fine you. See, that's what these guys did. They said they were protesting. They said they were protesting, so now there's no fine. Damn it, we got to get it together, brothers and sisters. We got to start saying we protested. Well, Tim, there's nothing wrong with what they did. They're standing up for their First Amendment. It's always the other way when I call for justice, isn't it? It's always something I'm missing when I point out racism or bigotry or how the laws are different for different people. It's always something I'm omitting, I'm forgetting. They just admit they're like when the good old boys get out there. They see the good old boys in themselves and the good old boys, and they don't want to hurt them. They're like, oh, you just an ignorant, poor white trash. It's okay. It's all right. They see a black guy out there in the middle. Oh, you're gonna infect me, Johnson. Gonna infect me. Lock him up, Johnson. I wonder if any of these guys got locked up.